All right, so get this. Today, we are diving into chicken, 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 chicken. Yeah, you heard right.
It's like the title alone is basically begging for a double take.
It is this paper. It's like someone took, "Why did the chicken cross the road?" and then decided, you know what, let's just swap out the punchline with a whole lot of chicken.
Mhm.
And somehow made it, like, academic.
Yeah, when I first heard about it, I honestly wasn't sure what to expect.
Yeah,
But the thing is, this paper, it's surprisingly clever. It manages to be completely nonsensical. I mean, come on, it's just chicken repeated over and over.
right.
But it's like a shockingly accurate parody of, how we write in academia sometimes.
And that's what's so wild about it. You start reading, you're like, okay, is this some kind of poultry-themed fever dream? Because it's just chicken, chicken, chicken endlessly. But hold on, because then you get to section headings, footnotes, even graphs. It's insane. It's like someone took a legitimate research paper, like the real deal, and just hit replace all with chicken.
And that's exactly what makes it such a brilliant piece of academic satire.
Yeah.
You know, the author, Doug Zonker, he's not like just messing around here, right?
Yeah.
He's using this absurdity, this humor, to shine a light on how ridiculous academic writing can be.
So, okay, let's unpack that a little bit. When you say satire, you're saying Zonker's not seriously trying to, I don't know, prove the existence of some grand, like, chicken conspiracy theory or something.
Exactly. This isn't about chickens taking over the world or anything like that.
Right.
Think about those papers you've come across, those dense, jargon-filled ones that just seem to go on forever.
Ugh.
The ones that could have been like a paragraph, but somehow they're 50 pages long and you need a dictionary just to understand the footnotes.
And a degree in whatever they're even talking
Yeah.
about.
Zonker's paper, it's like holding up a funhouse mirror to those kinds of papers.
Oh, I know exactly the ones you mean, where they use like 10 words when one would do. And the worst part is half the time you get to the end and you're like, wait, what was the point again?
Hmm.
Honestly, Zonker using chicken like this, it's almost genius. It's like this hilarious stand-in for all that unnecessary jargon.
Precisely. And it's not just the words themselves. It's that the whole paper is structured like a legitimate research paper. He's got an abstract, a methodology section, results. He's got it all,
The whole 9 yards, yeah.
the whole 9 yards.
Yeah.
But then the foundation of it all is just chicken.
It's amazing. And that's where the humor really takes off, right? It's this incredible bait and switch. Like you go in expecting some groundbreaking revelation, maybe about, I don't know, chicken behavior, who knows? But instead you get chicken, 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 complete with footnotes and graphs.
Yeah, it's like he's saying, look, I can follow all the rules, but what if the content is just completely meaningless?
Right.
And it exposes this inherent silliness that we sometimes fall into in academic writing. This idea that just because something looks like a research paper, just because it's got all the right formatting and the citations, it doesn't mean it's actually saying anything of value.
You know, and I can totally relate to that. I can't tell you how many times I've been slogging through some dense paper, completely lost in a sea of jargon, thinking, why couldn't they have just said this in plain English?
Oh, absolutely. And that's the beauty of satire, right? It sneaks up on you with a laugh, but then it leaves you with something to actually think about.
Yeah.
And in this case, it's like, shouldn't scholarship be about communicating ideas clearly and effectively, not about burying them under layers of obscurity? I mean, shouldn't we be able to understand what we're reading?
Exactly. It's like he's hacked the language of academia and injected it with, like, pure comedic absurdity.
And the most brilliant part, it works.
It does.
It really does. It makes you pay attention in a way that, like, a dry, jargon-filled paper just never could.
It's true. It's like he's saying, hey, academics, maybe we need to rethink how we're using language. This gobbledygook isn't helping anyone, and it's kind of hilarious.
Exactly. It's about prompting a conversation, making us think critically about something we often just take for granted, the way we use language, especially in academic settings.
It's wild to me that a silly paper about chicken can make you question, like, the very foundation of academic discourse. But here we are.
Here we are.
And I kind of love it. And you know what gets me? He doesn't just stop at the words. Like Zonker, he takes aim at the entire structure of academic writing, the whole shebang.
Oh, absolutely. It's like he took this absurdist concept, right? This chicken thing,
Mhm.
and then said, okay, how can I use it to poke fun at every single element of a research paper?
Literally every single element, because you've got your graphs and charts, right? All of the visuals you'd expect. But then instead of, actual data, it's just variations of chicken.
Yeah, it's brilliant.
It's like he'll have a graph labeled like, I don't know, rate of chickenness with a straight line just going up. It's like he's mimicking the way these papers try to quantify things,
Hmm.
but like with zero actual meaning behind it.
Exactly. Yeah. And then you get to the equations. I mean, come on, you got things like CN, chicken, 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 presented with the utmost seriousness, like
Oh,
it's some groundbreaking formula.
oh, yeah, totally. And the footnotes, don't even get me started on the
I'm
footnotes.
kidding. The footnotes are my favorite part. Like he'll make some serious sounding statement, really academic,
Mhm.
and then cite chicken C 2001. Chicken, 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 a chicken's perspective. I die.
It's
I
amazing.
die every time.
It really highlights how any kind of jargon, even if it sounds all scientific and impressive, it can be totally meaningless if the core ideas, like the actual substance, isn't there.
It's so true. It reminds me of like those moments in academia where people get so caught up in like arguing definitions and terminology, that
Yes.
they lose sight of like the bigger picture entirely. What are we even talking about here? Absolutely. And that's where I think this whole chicken or egg question comes in so brilliantly in this paper, right?
Okay.
Because Zonker creates these recursive loops of chicken. It's chicken defining chicken leading to more chicken. And it's like he's asking which came first, the meaning we're trying to convey or the words we use to express it.
Whoa, I never even thought about it like that. But you're right. It's like we're so used to using language as this tool to convey meaning.
Yes,
But what happens when the tool itself starts to break down, when it just stops making sense?
precisely. It's like the paper is holding up a mirror to language itself,
Okay.
and it's showing us how easily you can just spiral into this nonsense if we're not careful, if we're not paying attention.
That's kind of terrifying when you actually stop to think about it. I mean, language is everything, right? It's like it's the foundation of how we communicate. Imagine trying to like have a conversation, write a book, or even just like think a coherent thought if words themselves just become meaningless,
Right?
if it's just chicken all the way down.
Yeah, and it is a fascinating and kind of unsettling idea, isn't it? Because it reminds us that as much as we rely on language, as much as we build on it, it is a fragile thing.
It is.
It's a tool, and like any tool, we need to use it with care and precision.
We do. I will admit, this paper is really making me rethink how I approach like everything I read and write, especially academic writing. It's like what seemed completely absurd at first glance is actually this really clever commentary
It is.
on language, meaning, and just like the whole way we communicate with each other.
Absolutely.
And it's really incredible, right? Because he takes these structures we're so used to, these equations, citations, graphs, the whole bit, and by just injecting them with chicken, he makes us actually see them differently, you know? It's like he's pulled back the curtain.
He has.
And suddenly we're aware of like the machinery of language itself.
I think he's tapping into something very fundamental about how we as humans create meaning, how
Yeah.
we interpret it. And the fact that he could do it using nothing but the word chicken is pretty impressive.
It's amazing.
It's hilarious. It's thought-provoking. It's this absurd little journey that you go on and you come out the other side, like chuckling to yourself, but also kind of questioning everything you thought you knew about academic writing.
Okay. So I have to ask, what's your favorite bit of chicken absurdity in this whole thing? For me, it's the citations. They kill me every time.
Oh, the citations are fantastic.
Like he'll have this serious statement, like something you'd expect to see in a real paper, you know?
Right.
And then he cites like Chicken C, 2001, chicken, 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 a chicken's perspective. I lose it.
It's brilliant. It's tough to pick just one, but I think I might have to go with that section where he proposes the chicken-based theory of everything.
Oh, yes.
I mean, he even includes a diagram
Yeah.
with arrows and these clusters of chicken labeled with like all these official sounding terms. It's the best parody of those theories that try to explain absolutely everything in the universe in one fell swoop.
Like we've got it all figured out, and the answer is chicken, obviously. But it's like he's saying, look, you can dress up anything in fancy language. You can make it sound super profound, but that doesn't mean there's anything really there.
Yeah. It's a good reminder that sometimes the emperor has no clothes, even in academia.
Sometimes, especially in academia.
Right. And, maybe a little humor, maybe something like this paper is exactly what we need to kind of like step back and not take it all so seriously.
Yeah, for sure. So as we're wrapping up our deep dive into the world of chicken, 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 what's the one thing you really hope our listeners walk away with?
I think it's this. No matter what you're writing, whether it's a research paper that's going to be read by, hundreds of people or just a text message to a friend, clarity matters.
Hmm.
We should be striving to use language in a way that helps people understand, not in a way that makes it harder.
Absolutely. And sometimes all it takes is a little dose of absurdity, like a paper filled with nothing but chicken, to remind us of that.
It's true.
All right, so that's our deep dive on chicken, 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 chicken. We hope you enjoyed it. And hey, next time you find yourself totally lost in a sea of jargon, remember the chicken. Sometimes a little absurdity is all we need to remind us of just how powerful language can be, but also how easy it is to misuse it.